When I say it needs to be fleshed out far more, I really mean like dungeons and stuff like that. Every single dungeon is kind of almost a copy of itself. We're going to go over all the skills now. So I'm just going to come over here and I'm just going to give all of these aqua skills to my guy if I don't have them. And then we're going to go through every single one of the skills for water. So the Van Worm, we're going to come over here. We're going to give him Aqua Gun. We're going to give him Hydrojet. And we're going to give him Aqua Burst. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to go over each skill and just basically look at them. So Aqua Gun, you can see right here, has a kind of just a shoots out. It has good range, but it only does water damage, so there's no extra ticks of damage for it. So the only time to really use it is against fire guys. You get the jet one that should just use E key. Is that Hydrojet? What skill is that I put on him? Hydrojet. So Hydrojet is just a quick attack one. Aqua Gun also has, it's kind of just a ball. Now the main reason I don't use these water ones so much is they're only really good against the fire guys. There's this Ragnahot trying to attack me or whatever it's doing. And you can see right there, I just used the biggest ability. It's really cool, but the animation on it takes too long. And you can see over here, against fire guys, water abilities are great. But you can see right here, the ability right here, the Aqua Burst. You see how long the animation was to cast it? It's great for when you're fighting big bosses and you have a guy that can tank a lot. But if you're trying to put it on a mounted pet, it doesn't do as good because the animation is so long. We're going to go over to the next three abilities here. So now we have Hydro Laser. Let's dismount. Take this off. I wonder if I can get the... Well, it doesn't look like it can. Okay. Kind of bugged out for whatever reason. That's okay. We're waiting for the abilities to cool down because the cooldowns are pretty long. This is 55 cooldown. This one's 13 cooldown, and this one's 18 cooldown. So over here we're going to, I guess we'll do number C, Acid Rain. So Acid Rain, it comes out and it's this little thing that chases him. It's that little green thing, and it chases over and does a lot of constant damage. You see how it's on the ground? Acid Rain is pretty cool. It's a heat seeking. It just slowly tracks them and does damage. So if they're standing still, it does really good. Bubble Blast, which you can see right here, casting Bubble Blast. Bubble Blast is also heat seeking. You can see it's trying to track that right there and go for them. The range is not that good, but it's kind of neat for tracking. And then you have Hydro Laser, which is this kind of a not super long range, but it's kind of close up, but it's kind of cool if you're up close. And those are all the water abilities, okay? All the water abilities, the 6 different water abilities that I have gotten. There's definitely more water abilities, but then they're very PAL specific. So we will not cover what those ones that I have. These are just the ones that you can learn from skill trees. All right, so Igniblast, I already have it on my Vanworm. I also have Ignis Breath already on them. Fireball I already have on my guy. Flare Arrow I already have on them. Spirit Fire I have on him. Ignis Rage I don't have on him. And Flare Storm I don't have on him. Okay, now we're going to go over the fire abilities for the Vanworm. So Igniblast, you know I've seen it and used it a lot. If you watched any of my other videos, Spirit Fire will put on him and Ignis Breath. Okay, dismount and put him back. I really need to switch. Oh, it's not even letting me switch weapons. Will that let me switch weapons? It broke. This thing's bugged out. When you're mounted, there's just a lot of different nuances here and there. Definitely need to be fleshed out a little bit better. Alright, so Ignis Blast. That's the one you see me using a lot. Its range is huge. As you can see right here, the range goes really, really, really far. You got Spirit Fire. And then it should split and blow apart into little smaller ones and then hit a lot like that. And then you got Igna Breath, which is the breath weapon, which is really close range. I don't like it so much. You then get Fireball we'll go over. We'll go over Flare Arrow. And Ignis, Rage, and then Flare Storm. Dismount, remount him so that the skills are actually showing them down below. Alright, so Flare Arrow is an excellent ability that you can put on guys. Flare Arrow is basically like 3 Ignoblasts, and he shoots all 3 like that. And its range, you can see, is huge. Its cooldown is a little long, but it's great to put on guys, and I really like Flare Arrow. So Flare Arrow is pretty cool, right? Really long range, shoots 3 of them at a time. Does a little bit less per single shot, but they're great for lighting guys on fire. As you can see, fire damage is really good. Its cooldown's a little too long though. Now Ignis Rage, which is what I'm going to cast now, and hit C, hit Ignis Rage. Ignis Rage puts this little fire all around, very close, see, and anything within its range, it gets this lava underground and does damage. It's really cool, it does a lot of damage, but it's close range, so you have to be up close when actually using that ability. Now Fireball was really cool when I see other people use it, but when you put it on a mountain, you actually use it this way. Sorry, there's the Fireball. I'm going to cast Fireball now. You see its cooldown? You see how its animation? Its animation is decently long, but not too long, and then it does a huge explosion. Now, when the jet dragon casts it, it heat seeks and follows you for whatever reason. I've never tested it myself. This is the first time I'm actually putting Fireball and using it on a guy. So that would be interesting to see if it's heat seeking as well. I guess we should have just left Fireball on him. And we'll go test that out. Is Fireball heat seeking? Flare Storm is just the 2 tornadoes. We're going to go look for a guy that we can hit Fireball with once the cooldown is down. We'll start heading back to the waypoint because I still have more skills in my box at home that I need to actually learn. So Flare Storm is this one right here. So Flare Storm is a great one to defend your base with. So if you come over here and you cast Flare Storm, it's these 2 tornadoes on the side. Its range is not long, but you can see how it pierces through guys. It can go through structures and everything. It's really great at hitting multiple guys when you're defending your base. So any of the storm ones, the 2 tornado ones for each one of the guys, really great. Love using them. Flare Storm, definitely a keeper. Definitely one for base defense. I do wish that they add more abilities as the game fleshes out. This game is still only early access. Okay, so I have Fireball now. I'm going to aim a little bit to the side, and I'm going to see if Fireball heat sinks. And the answer is no. So Fireball, when cast from a guy, does not heat sink. But for whatever reason, when the Jet Dragon casts it, when you're fighting him, the Fireball heat seeks and follows you, which is super dangerous because it's such a big, huge area effect. So if you're trying to run and dodge, and the Jet Dragon is so fast, it really does catch up to you and does tremendous amounts of damage. Now, if you're wondering where I got all these actual skills from, these little skill trees that I got, you get them from these skill trees. So if you're wondering where all the skill trees are, you can look at my map. Every single place that there's a star, see these stars? This is a skill tree. We're going to head to it right now. This star. These are all the skill trees that I've found by playing the game, and you can get skill trees, and each one will give you 3 skills, and they spawn within a 6-hour time frame. There's actually a good spot for iron, it looks like. Iron is probably the most important thing, even for endgame. I'm just going to put a marker here just for later. Endgame stuff, mid-game stuff, you're going to need iron, period. Coal is only something you need for mid-game, but iron is what you will need to make your actual legendary spheres with. Legendary spheres, you still need iron. So if you're wondering where good iron spots are, definitely look for iron spots. They have iron, maybe even a little bit of coal in them. Those are great to do with. We're heading to the star right now. We're going to switch out more skills. We're going to go over all the skills that you can get from skill trees that I've gotten so far. There may be other skills from skill trees, but I'm pretty sure there's not. I've farmed these things pretty big. So this is what the skill trees I'm talking about. You can pick up 3 different skills, just like this. I didn't mean to actually attack those guys, but here, hit them with the fireball. Wrong button. That fireball was still on my left click. This is fireball right here. Not as cool as those other abilities that you saw I was using Poison Blast and everything else, but they work. It works. I don't like the super long cooldowns for abilities on a mounted pet. When you're mounted, it's always definitely better to have shorter cooldowns, like I've shown in a lot of my videos, how to get the Jet Dragon early, how to get Dormant Tide early, how to get all those different guys early. You can do it. You can do it on a mounted guy. You don't have to have any special weapons or any special armor. You just have to be able to have a mounted pet that can move fast, and you can cast abilities and be able to get out of the way. Alright, we'll fast travel back to here, our house, and we'll go over the next set of abilities that I have. Now that we went over water and fire, let's go over the ice ones. We'll give this guy ice, all the ice abilities that you can possibly get that I've gotten so far. Maybe there's more. I don't actually have an answer right this second. Now we'll go over all the ice abilities. Let's see if I have them all. Here we go. So we got Ice Missile, which is cool. We got Iceberg, which is also a cool ability. And then Blizzard Spike. Where my guy is. Back here. Let's go over here away from the base so that we don't... Okay, so Ice Missile was pretty cool. It's heat-seeking when you target something. But the animation you see right here, I can't move. I'm trying to move. Can't move while you're casting it. It shoots out 3 little ice spikes. It's one of the beginning abilities. Iceberg, when you cast Iceberg, Iceberg comes over here and it goes underneath the ground and it just hits that small area right there. So the chances of a guy moving is pretty big, and the animation is big. You see how I couldn't move right away? Blizzard Spike is really cool where it shoots out and does an area effect damage like this. Damage is huge, as you see right there, and it has a huge area effect. Its cooldown is very long, so be aware of that. I like Blizzard Spike for endgame type of things. Ice Cutter is an amazing ability early game. Crystal Breath, not so much. We're just going to move that one. And we'll go over these. Alright, so Icicle Cutter. This one pierces through guys. So let's see if I can hit both these guys. I don't think I can, but we'll try. Ice Cutter pierces through and it can hit multiple guys. You see how the nice long range, and its cooldown is not that bad. So Icicle Cutter, and it can freeze guys. So when you hit Icicle Cutter, you can hit multiple guys within that range. Crystal Breath is a short range weapon, so you have to get up close like this, and you can hit Crystal Breath like this, and it hits multiple guys. Its damage is not that great. I don't really care for the breath weapons, but they have them. Those are the ice abilities. Then we have the shadow abilities. Got that one already on the guy. Poison Blast is amazing. Definitely highly recommend it. We're going to go over that. Then Dark Laser. Okay, now that I've taught this all to this guy, we'll go over all the dark abilities. We got Nightmare Ball. We got Poison Blast. And we'll keep Shadow Burst on this one right now. Okay. Dismount so we can see the name. Put it back in the ball. Put it back out. And you can see the names down below. Alright, Poison Blast you've seen me use a lot if you've seen a lot of my videos. Poison Blast is an amazing ability. Its range is huge. Absolutely huge. So if I come all the way back here and I aim at this little chicken guy, Poison Blast will go. And you have to be really, really close at X. Well, you have to be really, really good at aiming. And then you can hit him. The Poison Blast you see me use a lot. That's more where you can do poison damage. Also effective against higher level guys. Shadow Burst is a close range ability, so I have to be up close like this. And you have to be really, really close to actually make it work. It's great when you're actually fighting against guys. And then Nightmare Ball is a slow moving ball that's heat seeking, so if I cast Nightmare Ball like this... Okay, I'm wrong. That's not the slow moving one. Nightmare Ball is a faster one that moves and hits. It's not heat seeking, you gotta aim with it. But it's pretty quick, pretty fast. I think it's the other one that does less damage. That's the 100 damage one. Nightmare Ball, as you can see, is not heat-seeking. The one that is heat-seeking is... Well, this one's heat-seeking. There's another one as well that's also heat-seeking that's on the Daydream. Now, each one of the pals can have their own unique special abilities. We're not going to go over those for every single pal, but every single pal has their own special. Does something special usually. They don't all have unique abilities, just a lot of them do. Okay. Now we're going to go over Spirit Flame. Spirit Flame, I think, is the close range one. Let's go find something close up range. We're waiting for the other cooldown for the other one. Okay, so here's this other guy. We're going to just hit them with Spirit Flame. Spirit Flame is a close range ability. Okay, I'm wrong. Spirit Flame is the heat-seeking 3 of those. I actually like Spirit Flame a lot to put on guys. Spirit Flame just shoots out those 3 different little heat-seeking bolts that go out. I really do actually like Spirit Flame. It's something I still do use. Its cooldown's a little long though, but you can see right here. They fly out, and they're supposed to be heat-seeking with whatever you're aiming. Whatever the pal's aiming at. Now, Dark Laser is not something I've ever used on a mounted pet, so we're going to see it. Dark Laser has a pretty sure range. Okay, I can't hit that guy. Anyways, didn't mean to hit the Memorist. We'll get out of the way and lose aggro. Try to. See how long it chases me. He shouldn't be chasing me up here anymore, but he may. Okay, those are the dark abilities. Let's go over the neutral abilities. I already have Power Shot on him. Power Bomb. I don't have Power Bond on him. We'll put all these other abilities that I have or don't have on my guy. Let's go over these abilities. Okay, Air Cannon. That's heat seeking for whatever reason. Power Shot. I don't know. The developer definitely developed things a little bit different. Power Blast is kind of neat. So, dismount and remount so that you can see me using these abilities. Okay, Air Cannon. If I'm not even aiming at that guy, it should try to... Sorry, I'm hitting the wrong one. Air Cannon is the left click. You see how I'm not even aiming? Air Cannon, for whatever reason, heat-seekingly hits guys. Here's another skill tree if you guys were wondering. Not even going to grab it for right now, because I don't want to mess up all the things I have in there. So let's see. My guy's right there, right? Power Shot is not heat-seeking. But Air Cannon is heat-seeking. You see I'm not even aiming at the guy? Air Cannon is a heat-seeking ability. So if you're running around and you don't even care about aiming, you can just go around guys and you can just keep doing Air Cannon and it will hit whatever. Kind of a neat ability. It's on a lot of air pets, the air pals, so you can do that. Pal Blast, I've never had on a mounted guy before, so we're going to test that right now. Pal Blast, I believe, is this huge blast, kind of like all the other ones, like Fireball, except it's neutral. Animation super low. Okay, no, it's a laser. Interesting. Cooldown super long, though. Let's go over some more abilities. Air Cannon, we'll replace it with Power Bomb. Power Bomb we'll replace with Implode. Okay, we're not going to do Resist Life. Yeah, this one we're not going to use Implode. Basically, it's a suicide type of ability for the PAL. They go in and they blow themselves up. So I don't, not even going to use it. I don't want to blow myself up right this second. Does a ton of damage. I don't really care for that ability because you lose your PAL in the process of doing it. Now Power Bomb is going to be, okay, just like Fireball. That's it, but it's a Power Bomb. Really, really big. But it's got a long animation and it takes time to cast. Wind Cutter's good, other one's good. Solar Blast is gonna be interesting. Seed Machine Gun, that's a close-up like Breath Weapon. Spine Vine we already have on there, and Seed Mine we have on them. Okay. Let's feed this pound before you lose all of this stuff. Let's go over the grass abilities now. Okay. Wind Cutter is absolutely amazing. It pierces through guys, as well as range is huge. It's probably one of the longest ranging type of PAL abilities that you can have. You can see right here. It also damages trees, as well as it pierces guys. It's an amazing ability. You see me using it all the time. It also can snare people. So it has a chance to put vines around them and snare them. Solar Blast, which I believe is that laser beam-like type of thing. Yep, just like I was thinking. Seed Machine Gun is up-close breath weapon. So you have to be up close. So for example, like this close. And then you can do Seed Machine Gun. As you can see, it's not very good against, or maybe that's just bugged out Daydream. But it's a breath weapon. You gotta be really, really close for Seed Machine Gun. Don't really care for it too much. Seed Mine. Try this one out. Okay. cooldowns there. We're going to hit this guy with Seed Mine. Oh, that's better than I was thinking. Never had it on a mounted guy. That was actually pretty cool. It shoots out a whole bunch of seeds and does area effect, and if they walk over it does damage. So if you're trying to farm things, look at that. You put a seed mine down, and then if they walk over those mines, or if a whole bunch hits them, that's actually really good. That's way better than I was thinking on a mounted guy. Not that great if they don't walk over them, but that's still pretty cool. Okay. Did I not go for Spine Vine? Where's the Spine Vine? Wind Cutter, Spine Vine, Grass Tornado. I didn't go over those ones. Grass Tornado. I'm guessing I missed some other abilities too then. Nightmare Ball, did that one. Poison Blast. Shadow Burst, did that one. Spirit Flame and Dark Laser. Okay, those are just the ones I had. Yeah, okay. We'll go over Spine Vine and Grass Tornado. Grass Tornado is amazing at base defense. Back here. Okay, Spine Vine is the one that goes underground. It's kind of like Iceberg. So if I'm aiming toward this guy right there, it's going to travel underground, and then you see right there it hits them underground. It's kind of neat. But the one that really excels right here is if I'm trying to hit multiple guys through terrain like this. I come over here and do the Grass Tornado, which does the 2 tornadoes. Now it is good only, its range is short, but if you're trying to defend your base, it is excellent at piercing through buildings, piercing through other guys. It's really, really great for that. The electric abilities, put this all the electric abilities that I have on this guy. Put it back in the ball. Alright, let's go over all the electric abilities I have. We have Shockwave, Tri-Lightning, and Lightning Streak. Okay, Lightning Streak, I believe, is a bunch of pillars that go underground and move toward the guy. Okay, maybe not. It's the one that goes above. Shockwave, I think, is a close range one. I don't know. I don't have enough lightning abilities. Yeah, it's close range. Shockwave. Tri-Lightning is the one that hits in a pillar where it does 3 toward them. So you can see right here, the aiming on them is kind of hard, but kind of neat. Lightning Streak will work in some cases just like that. You see the range is very short, so if you're trying to do mounted running and stuff, it's not that great. Shockwave can be really good if you do it like this. Right? And then Tri-Lightning is the one that slowly moves toward them, but again, it's something that can easily be dodged by enemy pals if they're moving. Let's change this one up. We're going to do Plasma Tornado. Not as good as the other tornadoes. We're going to put Shock Blast on him, and then we're going to put the last one on there, which is... Actually, no, there's 2 more. Lock and Laser and Electric Ball. Okay, Plasma Tornado is not a tornado that does just 2 balls right there that does heat seeking toward whatever it's aiming at. You see his damage is very low for whatever reason. Spark Blast should be that right there, which you can spam actually, which is kind of neat. Just like how that guy's spamming. And then Lock on Laser. You can see right here it's locking onto them. I can't move at all while it's doing that. So that's a little bit not good when you're using the animation. It's very, very long. And then we have 2 more abilities, I believe. No, we have like just Electric Ball. 1 more ability. We'll do an Electric Ball. There's a ball that goes out. Slow moving. Not very fast. Animation takes a little bit long too. Okay. So for all the moving around and everything, we're going to find my base wherever I left it. I left it way back there. I'm over here flying all over the place. Dismount. This guy actually is better at moving, but his food consumption is huge. But if you're trying to fly far and trying to do a whole bunch of things, this guy definitely has far more movement. The Nightwing is good for flying through caves, going to different places. We're going to cover that a little bit more. I went far, didn't I? Alright, get to this waypoint right here. Fast travel back here. We'll grab the rest of those skills that I haven't covered yet. Alright, I think there was, I didn't, electric ball, try lightning. Guess I did grab all those. Lightning strike? I don't think I grabbed lightning strike. You can see how there's much more lightning abilities. There's probably enough for each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably 8 abilities for every single one, and I don't have every single one. Actually, before I do that, do this. There you go. Let's put these skills in here. But I have what I have. Okay, lightning strike, I don't have that one. Sand tornado, stone cannon, rock lance, stone blast, and then the dragon abilities. Well, at least the 4 that I've gotten. Grab all of them. Okay, let's learn this last one, which is lightning strike for this guy. We'll look at the last lightning ability for him. Put this last one on him. Where is it? Lightning streak? Did I not give it to him? Thought I did. I don't remember the name. Okay, being silly. I don't like how the button's like that. I should be able to change the buttons, but it's really meant for controllers. It's lightning strike. Okay. So lightning strike, which is right there. Okay, it's already on. Dismount right here. Put this guy back. It's got a very, very long cooldown, so we'll wait for that. We'll put Sand Tornado on this guy and Stone Cannon. You know what, we're just going to move them and then put them on so that we can see them. So you see right here, Sand Tornado, Stone Cannon. So we'll go over there that way. I think that's a better way to organize it. Sand Tornado is the one that does those tornadoes. It shoots out like this. I guess it's still on cooldown. Stone Cannon. Dismount. Guess it's bugged out. We'll do Lightning Strike then. Okay, kind of like Ignis Rage. Just like Ignis Rage actually. Except it's the lightning. They would let me cast the abilities. Awesome. That's another bug. Alright, there we go. Now that shows it. So Stone Cannon. There's that big rock. The animation's long. And then this one right here is Sand Tornado. Highly recommend for base defenses. You can see it pierces through things. Its range was actually a little longer than the other one, so that's kind of nice. Go over here, we remove these abilities from this guy. Oh, you can't even remove the last ability. Also good to know. Dismount. We'll give him 2 more abilities. Then remove the last one, and then give him the last ability. That way we know we didn't miss any. Alright, we got Sand Blast and Stone Blast. So, Sand Blast is the one that's just like all the other ones. It says it could snare. I've never actually seen the snare, but it's probably like just like the grass abilities. It can put vines around them and snare them. It's kind of cool. And then you have Stone Blast. Definitely buggy. It's gonna be that like that. Okay, Stone Blast is for area effect type of thing. Then Rock Lance. It's going to be an interesting one. Rock Lance. Just like Iceberg. Interesting. Okay, those are the... Then we have the 4 dragon abilities. Dragon Cannon. Dragon Burst. Dragon Meteor. Which I think I already had Dragon Meteor on him. Remove all those. Change this one. You've already seen me use Dragon Cannon a lot. I'm going to say this is like the #1 type of ability you should probably get on your guy. Dragon Cannon, highly recommended. Dragon Meteor. And Draconic Breath is another breath weapon, just like all the other breath weapons. And then Dragon Burst, which is a close-up one. Honestly, the dragon ones that you can get, I really wish they had more. They don't have enough cool dragon abilities. Dragon Cannon is probably the one and only one that's really, really cool, as you can see. Dragon Meteor is also really cool, but it's huge cooldown. The animation is this, then it fires them out like this. And you can see I'm aiming right at the land ball, and none of them hit. Now, obviously, when a pal's casting them, they can definitely heat seek in some form or fashion, but it's not that great. And then this one right here is just a close area effect range one, and the breath one is just a breath. But you can see I can't even. Well, I guess that Lambo because the Lambo's gone. Okay, so that is heat seeking. I know Dragon Meteor is heat seeking. You just have to aim at something, but the animation is long and you can't move while it's casting. So that's where Dragon Canyon. If I just aim to the side, just like this, I can still hit them and I don't even have to aim right at them. Its range is short, but its cooldown is really fast. Really, really great at hitting guys. And those are all the different abilities that you can get from skill trees so far. Now, obviously, if you keep farming skill trees, maybe there's more skills in the skill trees. But I have farmed a lot of different skills. I've gone through all the skill trees multiple times. You only can get 3 at a time. You can see right here in my skill boxes, I have all of these skills. And all these skills. Obviously, the purple ones are the rare ones. And then all those skills. And I've farmed them for a while. We'll probably farm a little bit more because I'm guessing that there probably are more skills that I don't have. Now what we're going to look at is we're going to go through the PAL deck. I've encountered 135 different PALs. I've captured all 135 PALs. We're going to go through all of them right now. So